Not even a full day after the Las Vegas Raiders released tight end O.J. Howard, whom they signed. Is it who or whom? Yeah, here we go with the whole office debate that everybody likes to come up with. But he got released earlier today, and he was signed earlier in the spring as well, as the Raiders were looking to make up for the loss of Darren Waller. And as well as a guy like Foster Moreau, nothing but prayers and love up for him at this point in time. But that left the door open for the steal of the draft for the Raiders in tight end Michael Mayer coming up out of Notre Dame, who should have been the very first tight end taken. He wasn't. It is what it is, and the Raiders are therefore counting their lucky stars that he fell to him in the second round there, whom, yes, they also traded up for. But overall, Michael Mayer falling to the Raiders was a blessing in disguise. He can block, he can catch, he can run after the catch. I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring to this offense, and I believe he's a one-on-one replacement for Darren Waller in this offense. Absolutely no question in my mind. And he's already proving me right, or probably a lot of other analysts right, or others that think they're professionals, about being that steal of the draft, being that guy that's going to take over for Darren Waller. So today, yes, Jimmy Garoppolo looked sharp. This is according to Raiders.com. You got to give him nothing but love. It was I got to make sure I got this right. Yeah, Levi Edwards, who does a lot of great work for the Raiders there. But so Jimmy Garoppolo looked absolutely stellar in the practice today, and his intermediate to short accuracy is something that I feel like you really can't debate that this guy is pretty good at. He's never been a guy that you could take over and be a leader necessarily and necessarily take you to and win a Super Bowl. But overall, he's a game manager that can fit those passes into tight windows when he needs to. But look at the very next line here. So Garoppolo's main targets in practice that stood out were Michael Mayer and Cam Sims. Obviously we talked about Michael Mayer yesterday, and then today he's getting in the mix for some of those short to intermediate throws. And obviously it's also been documented that Jimmy Garoppolo's looked really good with a guy like Davante Adams. So I think just based off the weapons between Jacoby Myers, Davante Adams, Zamir White, maybe even Josh Jacobs to get him back, and really guys like Keelan Cole, Cam Sims, all these guys are going to be taking so much pressure off of Michael Mayer, and I think we could really start to see something from him in his rookie year. Now, if his stats in college are any indication, I think he's only going to continue to get better because we saw a guy that truly turned into a pass-catching threat there for Notre Dame, catching 67 passes for 809 yards and a touchdown. And with the Raiders, I think as far as fair statistical predictions, I guess you would say, is I think he's going to catch that 50 to 60 to 75 passes for that 700 yards, and I think 5 touchdowns is definitely very doable for a guy like Michael Mayer. So, like I said, I understand that O.J. Howard, you wish him nothing but the best. We don't know the full circumstances of everything, but Michael Mayer's been balling out, and I think that's a big reason as to why the Raiders it's possibly a big reason that the Raiders decided to move on from a guy like O.J. Howard. And so, I think that O.J. Howard is a good football player, but at the end of the day, Michael Mayer, I think, is going to end up being a better one throughout his career. So I'm excited for the Raiders, and I think it's going to be, really interesting to see how things really do shake out for this offense and therefore Michael Mayer. So at the end of the day, we'll see how it all does come up. But and especially, I did forget to mention before we get out of here, I did forget to mention the fact that the tight end competition right now between Michael Mayer and Austin Hooper is going to be something to watch throughout training camp. But if this is any indication, I wouldn't put it against Michael Mayer. I think he's going to continue to come out on top. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, all that wonderful jazz. Like we said, thank you guys so much for all the wonderful love you've given us. We really appreciate it. It is not lost on us. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about Michael Mayer, who is balling out in the door, being wide open for the Notre Dame rookie.